So this is the scene in Back to the Future Part 3, the drag race scene at the end of the movie where Marty Mcfly meets with Needles at the stoplight. And this is where he needs to decide if he's going to come through with Needles' offer. This is the long road where he puts it in reverse after being called chicken. He puts it in reverse and he determines his future if he's going to come through or not. And we can see in the movie where he comes flying in reverse, almost hitting a Rolls Royce. And this is the road, the stoplight, the drag race scene where Needles meets Marty Mcfly. And he changes his timeline, preventing him from his injury, his leg injury, his fractured leg that we see in part 2. So and we can see these houses were supposedly the future Hill Valley houses. But this is a quick filming location here in Oxnard. Since this is the 40th anniversary, 2025, I thought I'll show you guys this hidden gem. So I'm showing you guys here where they filmed Back to the Future Part 3. If you guys can remember, at the end scene of the movie where they need to destroy the Delorean and Marty Mcfly comes and the train, supposedly there's a train showing up, but it's actually the Delorean from Back to the Future when they're in the past in the 1800s, and you can see the Delorean coming up on this train track here. And this would be the spot where they would meet when Doc Brown shows up in the new DeLorean, which is a train, with this family and his 2 kids. And it's filmed here in Port Hueneme, California, near the beach. So this would be the scene where they arrive and they say hi to Marty, and they're right here where all the pieces are shattered all over the place here. All the DeLorean pieces, car parts are spinning, and the flex capacitor just everywhere. So I'm going to show you a different view. So in the movie you see at this corner, you'll see the sign of Hill Valley. And then way in the background you'll see the bridge. So currently there's no bridge, but this is the location where they filmed it, where Marty Mcfly shows up from the past to the future. He will be right here riding along these train tracks. And they would be coming up from this little hill. So recently you'll probably be hearing in the news or in certain media sites where Doc Brown's kids are in the background, and one of them is being distracted and telling the camera, or the director, that he needs to step out from the scene. And you can see that it's right here where the kid, I guess, needs to use a restroom. But there's nothing but bushes and trees, and residential area around here. It's a nice filming location. You can't forget about that background. That background still shows up in the movies at the end. Yep, if you guys remember, if you guys are an 80s kid, early 90s, you guys remember this place in the movie. I'm now showing you where Marty Mcfly will be arriving from the past, from the old 1800 days, from Hill Valley, and he'll be pulling up in his Delorean, stopping traffic, people wondering where the train will be arriving. People will be looking at him funny because they will see no train. And his momentum will end up taking him all the way over there, where the train will come full force and destroying the DeLorean. In the movie, you'll see the bridge completed, because when he was in the old Western days, there was no bridge, and you'll see a red bridge in the background. All the props are removed. I remember seeing some kind of a signage here at this corner welcoming Hill Valley, all the guests coming in, all the visitors welcoming to Hill Valley. A nice little hidden gem that I wanted to share with you guys here in Port Hueneme, California. Not a lot of people know about this spot. You don't see that many people out here. My favorite out of all the trilogy, I would rate Back to the Future Part 2 as my favorite, Back to the Future Part 1 as my second, and Back to the Future Part 3 as my least favorite movie. But they're all good. The franchise is awesome. I wish they had made a continuation of the movie for our modern people that don't know about Back to the Future. But this is great. This is a great location. We got these pile of rocks. Hueneme rocks, Hueneme rocks. So people that visited this area, all the fans from Back to the Future, you can see all the rocks they left behind. There's a pumpkin. There's a letter that says, "I love you." There's a flower, an avocado, and people just love Hueneme. The appreciation for Hueneme. There's a cat, and it's right in front of the location where they filmed Back to the Future, Part 3, where the DeLorean gets destroyed, and we see Doc Brown in his future time machine, the train, the steam train. So really, people just drop off their appreciation of rocks, looks like.